Hi guys, welcome to another Akamo video, but today's own is different as I bring you guys the easy way to process Akamo. For those who don't know it as Akamo, it is also called Ogi, pap or corn porridge, okay, whichever one you prefer. Now we all know that Akamo is a family friendly meal. In fact, in every Nigerian home, or rather in most Nigerian home, it is one food that is consumed on a weekend basis, okay. And I love to process this Akamo for my family myself. Now in most of my Akamo videos, I think I have about 2 or 3 Akamo videos, some persons have shown concern that the process is tedious, okay. I mean, especially the sieving part of the Akamo process. But in this particular video, I'm going to show you guys the very easy way you can process this Akamo without it being tedious. We are going to be skipping some parts, okay, so please keep watching and I will explain in details how to process Akamo the easy way. First off, you guys, these are the grains that I'm using, okay, to process this Akamo. We all know already that there are 3 different type of grains: the maize, okay, yellow corn, Guinea corn, and millet. Those are the 3 grains that I'm working with in this video. My darlings, I actually shared these grains in 2 buckets because I had in mind to process dry Akamo, which is the powdered Akamo, and also the wet Akamo. Just listen to what I have to say here. So guys, just as I explained in the voiceover, I have soaked this particular set that I need for the wet Akamo, okay? Did I say set? I have soaked this particular grains, okay, that I'm using for the wet Akamo. So what I'm going to do now is this one, I won't soak it, I won't pour water in it for today because it's already evening. This is past 6 p.m. that I'm shooting this video. So I can't do anything about this one today. I will check tomorrow if the weather is sunny because I'm going to wash this. There's no way I'll just process this without washing it. I mean, I bought it up from the market. You guys can see how dirty this water is looking from afar. So I'm going to wash this off. So I'm going to wash this. I'll definitely take you guys through every single process, every single detail. I'm going to take you guys through every single detailed process, okay? Okay guys, now let's pause there. I had intention of processing powdered Akamo with these particular grains in my hand in the bucket, of course. Okay, but I remembered that I had done this process before when I traveled to have my 3rd baby. If you saw the vlog I shot on Omogo in America, you would see how that pap turned out. I mean, the powdered Akamo I made that I traveled with, the taste was awful. Reason because I did not ferment the grains before turning it to powdered Akamo. Now I was about to repeat the same mistake again because that Akamo I traveled with was a total waste. After the first trial, I didn't take it again. It won't give you the original Akamo taste if you process it this way. You guys will see different videos on how to process powdered Akamo. I'm telling you the truth, it is going to be a total waste. Take it from me. If you process powdered Akamo without fermenting it, it won't give you the original Akamo taste. I'm repeating myself. Okay, my darlings. So I just had to, pour all the grains together and do the normal process that I know and sure will come out perfect. So I had to put all the grains together in the water and soak it for 3 days. You guys saw the look of the fermented grains. So yeah, I had to wash the grains thoroughly. My darlings, I will say this again, just like as I have said in my other Akamo videos, I change the water every day. Okay, I soak the grains for 3 days, and every day in the course of that 3 days I changed the water. Now this is the 3rd day. I had to wash the grains thoroughly, okay, to take out every ugly smell, because as you soak the grains, trust me, it will smell. Na Akamo, na grains. I don't even know how to explain it anymore, but just make sure you wash the grains properly before taking it for grinding. Okay, so what you see here is ginger. I always add ginger to any akamo that I'm processing because ginger is amazing. I mean, it's an immune system booster. Okay, read more about it, please. So I added ginger to the washed grains, and then I also added coconut. Now I always would add coconuts to any akamo that I'm processing because of the richness of coconut milk. My goodness, it is a weight gain ingredient, especially if you're giving this akamo to babies. Okay, now I'm making this particular one generally for my whole family. Now this is where the real work is. Okay, leave the work to the grinders if you want to process this akamo the way I am explaining it now. If you want to skip the tedious process, which is what sieving, please listen. This is what you should do. Take the grains to the commercial grinders if you want to get a very smooth paste. Okay, and instruct them to grind it like up to 3 to 4 times. Let it be very smooth. Like this particular stage now is the second grinding. If I was going to sieve it, I would have stopped him here. Okay, so it won't make the sieving too tedious or too difficult for me, but he had to continue grinding it because I told him I am not sieving this akamo. Okay, funny enough, he already knows about this process. So it is not everybody that sieves akamo. Now I would say this, I am making this process this time around because my baby, which is my youngest baby, is now 1 year old plus. When my kids are in their 6 months to 12 months old, I do not make this process because their GIT, which is their gastrointestinal tract, their digestive system, I don't know, is not strong enough to digest the whole chaff and the whole fiber in these grains. I don't know if that makes sense. So I don't want someone to come and start asking me, is this okay for 2 months old baby? Is this okay for 4 months old baby? Please, this particular process, I only started doing this process after my baby turned 1 year old plus. That way I know their system is strong enough to digest the fiber, or rather the amount of fiber in these grains. I hope that makes sense. Yes, this is a very easy way to make akamo or to process akamo without the stress of sieving. Can you guys see how smooth this akamo is? So by the time I got home, I just turned the grinded grains into the akamo bag directly. You guys know in my other akamo videos, when I get home after grinding, I have to start sieving. That sieving is the tedious part of processing akamo because it takes about 4 hours to sieve akamo and sieve it properly and sieve it well, the way you will get better akamo to come out, if that makes sense. So I tied it in the akamo bag, squeezed out all the water as much as I could, okay, and left it till the next day. You guys, can you see the face of this akamo after it has solidified? Can you see? Because I didn't sieve this particular one, so everything, nothing is missing, nothing missing. I'm getting all the nutritional values in the grains. Now this akamo is this color because you can see the millet color, you can see the Guinea corn color, you can see the yellow corn color. All of them show for this particular type of akamo. So this is how I make it. After putting the akamo in a bowl, I add little water, I dissolve the akamo properly. Sometimes I cook it, sometimes I boil water in kettle and just add the boiled water, and that's it. You guys will definitely be seeing it later. Okay, so what I tried doing here is I tried sun drying some part of the akamo. I really wanted to make the powdered akamo. Okay, what you see on the other trays are soya beans and dates that I also intended processing the same day or the following day. So I was practically sun drying everything together, but the rain did not allow me. I mean, we are in June. So since the rain won't let me, process some as powdered akamo, I just had to pack all the akamo I got and, store them in the freezer. Maybe during dry season, I'll process powdered akamo. But you guys, this is how I serve my family this akamo. Like I mentioned earlier, after mixing the pap in a bowl, I sometimes use hot water, boiled water to be precise, to make it, or sometimes I cook the akamo in a pan. For those who watch my weekend vlogs, you would have seen that I always pair akamo with either moi moi, which is beans cake, or I pair it with fried plantain to serve my family. Okay, it's a very lovely nutritious food that can be paired with moi moi, just like you saw, or fried plantain, or even bread. Thank you, my darlings, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it.